Not the most unusual opening shot to one of my videos, but this video is definitely looking at a very different subject. It is a subject in which I have featured once before, but not in the wild, so to speak. I've come up to Clipston Quarter and I'm looking for a pupa of a butterfly, and you could say this pupa has almost mystical powers. Well, I'm met with immediate success on the sallow tree that you're looking at. This is Salix caprea. There is the pupa that I'm after. It's a pupa which is fluorescent, and in other words that means it appears to glow under certain light, and that light is ultraviolet. And if I shine, the pupa is visible now. If I narrow the beam down, in the centre of the beam you're looking at the pupa, but you may well not be able to pick it out. It is formed on the underside of the leaf, and it's the pupa of the purple emperor. But watch what happens when we put it under ultraviolet light. Isn't that just remarkable? And you can see the pupa glowing almost greenish blue in the ultraviolet light. It's about 8 feet from where I'm standing and about 8 feet high off the ground. This caterpillar has pupated actually very close to where it's been feeding in its 4th and 5th instars, and I'm quite surprised because normally they go up and they go wandering. I'm heading down to a tree towards the black pool on which there were 4 L5 or 5th instar purple emperor larvae. And I want to try and find the pupa. The pupa glow whether the butterfly has actually hatched, and this one doesn't appear to have done. Well, there we are. That's the pupa of the purple emperor butterfly. This one would be fairly easy to find in the day, but by using ultraviolet light it makes it easier to spot, and you can spot them higher up and well out of reach. It's not luminescent in other stages, not as a caterpillar. Shows some very slight signs of being luminescent in the pupation process, but not as much as this once it's pupated. In terms of British butterflies, the shape of the pupa is unique anyway, but what a thing. So now it's a walk down to check on the trees in Clipston Quarter area and see if I can locate any more, especially any of the gang of 4 on the tree of 4. But at least we've got one. Well, I walked along the bottom path right to the end at the black pool to the tree of 4, but there's no sign whatsoever of any pupa in that tree. And it's funny that all of a sudden all the 4 larvae disappeared pretty much on the same day, or seemed to. Had a good look right from underneath the tree all around, no sign of any pupa. So it's a walk back to the car now, a rather uneasy walk, because after a couple of minutes after I'd finished filming that pupa, I realised I'd forgotten my stick as I'd started to walk down away from that tree, so I did a U-turn and went back to get that stick. All of a sudden, out walked somebody from the small, tiny path at the back of that tree. I was quite startled, and it's made me uneasy. I'm not afraid to admit it. So, it's back home, another look at that pupa on the way back, and then home for a cup of tea. Even the nightjars have stopped singing.